Hello YouTube, welcome back to Bald Man Building an Airplane. This is section 28, video number 6. And now that everything is sort of not necessarily out of the way, but now that I have everything almost ready, it's going to get closer and closer to done here where we'll be attaching the front part of the bulkhead. But before we do that, I get to install nut plates in place of like 8 or 6, I'm sorry, what is that? 16 rivets or something like that. So there were, again with the EXP 119 engine, the center ramp area no longer contains the exhaust. It's dual exhaust where the other tabs are on the front of the firewall. And then the that space where I was just working, and on the what would be the upper side of what we're looking at right now, just gets a big aluminum plate with a cowl flap in it. And so we gotta put rivets in and nut plates in to sort of, put that piece of metal over there. I guess technically you could probably rivet it on if you had it and everything, but then that makes the cowl flap not really serviceable. So the nut plates keep that, make it serviceable. I can say this though, much like the other rivets that the center tunnel had, putting these in, I could not get them to set straight worth a damn. And I don't know if it was like the angles of things or, the metal getting in the way. It was the rivets are really, really close to that web. If you would, be considering it a flange and web situation like most ribs or whatever. It's just really hard to rivet those well. I can't explain it. It just was. But I did find that standing it up on end and being able to sort of hold the whole thing in place made it a little bit easier. Riveting on a very flexible piece, like when I had it originally sort of upside down on the table, is a pain in the butt because the thing flexes too much, and that's probably why they wouldn't set worth a damn that way. And then I tried back riveting, but there's like a possibility that it wasn't like sitting flush on the back riveting plate, so that was a pain in the ass. And standing it up, while you still have an extra flexible piece, you can sort of hold it a little bit better, get a grip on both sides and hold it. So yeah. All right, what am I doing here? Oh, this is the this is something I wish I hadn't done. So that is the fuel selector plate, and little did I realize that oh gosh, the fuel selector I got actually has a different bolt pattern than what was on the fuel selector plate. So I installed it, and later on when I go to install the fuel selector valve, I will have regret riveting it all in place and not really want to go back and drill it all out. So I end up like adjusting the whole spacing later on, and I'm sure there's a complaint video from me doing that. But yeah, as you see now, the rear, or rather the front half of the bulkhead is in place. On the on the other side of the fuselage and behind me, the back half of it is, and the wing spar just sort of like slides in between those on the end there. Doesn't go all the way through, just on the end, just where the blue tape is there. So yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time for probably putting all this back together. Bye.